What's up, slasher fans? If this thumbnail looks familiar, it's because, well, it is. I originally used it for my previous underrated slasher video, but honestly, I just couldn't resist bringing it back. It's way too good to retire just yet. Don't worry though, I'll be cooking up something even better for the future. Now, just to clear up any confusion, this is a brand new upload. In this video, I'm diving into another batch of underrated slasher films that I think deserve way more love. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, horror fans and fellow slasher enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned slasher aficionado or just dipping your toes into the blood-soaked waters of the genre, you're in for a treat today. I've gone deep into the shadowy corners of horror history to unearth 10 underrated slasher films that deserve far more recognition than they've received. These hidden gems may have flown under the radar, but trust me, they're dripping with the kind of thrills, chills, and kills that keep us coming back for more. We're diving into these films in alphabetical order because, honestly, ranking these uniquely terrifying gems would be a nightmare in itself. So grab your popcorn, lock your doors, and let's carve into this list of underappreciated slashers that deserve a spot on your watch list. 1. Cherry Falls, 1999. In the quaint, unsuspecting town of Cherry Falls, a killer with a vendetta flips the traditional slasher script by targeting virgins instead of the typical promiscuous victims. Review: 3.5 out of 5. Let's kick things off with a film that doesn't just nod to slasher tropes. It turns them completely upside down. Cherry Falls combines razor-sharp satire with a genuinely compelling mystery, making it one of the most unique entries in the genre. Brittany Murphy is phenomenal in the lead role, bringing emotional depth and relatability to a story that's equal parts chilling and absurd. While the kills aren't the flashiest, the clever premise and eerie atmosphere more than make up for it. Think of it as a self-aware slasher with a sprinkle of dark humor. It's a must-watch for fans who love their horror with a twist. 2. Deadly Manor, 1990. When a group of carefree friends seeks refuge in an abandoned mansion, they quickly realize it hides dark, deadly secrets that may cost them their lives. Review: 3.5 out of 5. If you're a fan of gothic vibes mixed with slasher sensibilities, Deadly Manor is right up your alley. This film may not have the relentless pacing of some slashers, but its eerie, atmospheric buildup keeps you on edge. The mansion itself is practically a character, with its creepy decor and hidden horrors setting the perfect stage for bloodshed. While the characters won't win any awards for depth, the haunting visuals and shocking final act make this slow-burn slasher worth the watch. 3. Doom Asylum, 1987. A group of teens explores a decrepit asylum, only to cross paths with a horribly disfigured killer who isn't thrilled about their visit. Review: 3.5 out of 5. This one is for the camp lovers out there. Doom Asylum knows exactly what it is: a goofy, over-the-top gore fest, and it leans all the way in. From the hilariously bad one-liners to the absurd kills, this movie feels like a love letter to B-movie horror. Patty Mullen shines as the quirky, endearing final girl, and the film's self-aware humor makes it endlessly entertaining. It's far from perfect, but that's part of the charm. If you're in the mood for some lighthearted, so bad it's good horror, this one's for you. 4. Edge of the Axe, 1988. A masked killer terrorizes a small, sleepy town, and it's up to two friends to unravel the mystery before they become the next victims. Review: 3 out of 5. This Spanish-American hybrid slasher brings a unique blend of suspense and brutality. While the dialogue and character development may not be the strongest, the film's dark, moody aesthetic more than compensates. The kills are gruesome and satisfying, with the kind of tension that lingers long after the credits roll. Fans of mystery-tinged horror will appreciate the whodunit aspect, making this film a refreshing addition to the slasher genre. 5. Intruder, 1989. A late-night shift at a grocery store turns into a blood-soaked nightmare as a killer begins picking off the staff one by one. Review: 4.5 out of 5. Intruder is a masterclass in how to do a lot with a little. The confined setting of the grocery store is ingeniously used to create claustrophobic tension, and the kills, oh the kills, are some of the most inventive and brutal you'll find in the genre. The practical effects by KNBEFX Group are jaw-droppingly good, proving that passion and creativity can outshine any budget constraints. With fun performances from Sam and Ted Raimi, this hidden gem is a must-watch for any slasher fan. 6. Just Before Dawn, 1981. A group of campers ventures deep into the wilderness, only to find themselves hunted by a ruthless killer. Review: 3 out of 5. This backwoods slasher dials up the dread with its isolated forest setting and brutal, realistic kills. While the characters may fall into familiar archetypes, the film's relentless tension keeps you hooked. The eerie silence of the wilderness amplifies the sense of danger, and the gritty cinematography adds to the feeling of hopelessness. If you're into survival horror with a slasher edge, this one's for you. 7. Mad Men, 1981. At a summer camp, a group of counselors inadvertently awakens the legend of Madman Mars, who begins stalking them one by one. Review: 3 out of 5. Here's a classic example of a film that thrives on atmosphere. The legend of Madman Mars gives the movie a folklore-inspired twist, and the creepy lighting and sound design elevate its low-budget charm. The kills are fun, the tension is palpable, and the film's campfire story vibe makes it perfect for a late-night watch. Plus, Galen Ross as Betsy is a treat. She's just as lovely off-screen as she is on. 8. Pieces, 1982. A university becomes a killing ground as a chainsaw-wielding maniac leaves a trail of carnage. Review: 3 out of 5 sleazy. Gory. Insane. If you're looking for grindhouse horror at its finest, Pieces delivers. The kills are over the top and gruesome, and the sheer absurdity of the plot makes it a cult classic. Sure, the characters and dialogue are laughably bad, but that's all part of the charm. This one's for fans who appreciate their slashers with a side of unintentional comedy. 9. Pledge Night, 1990. During fraternity initiation, the ghost of a hazing victim returns to exact revenge. Review: 2.5 out of 5. While it doesn't always stick the landing, Pledge Night offers a unique premise and some creative kills. The pacing can be uneven, but the ghostly revenge storyline adds a supernatural twist that sets it apart. If you're in the mood for something a little offbeat, this quirky slasher is worth a watch. 10th Sorority House Massacre, 1986. A college student experiences strange visions connected to a killer targeting her sorority. Review: 3 out of 5. This one's pure, unfiltered 80s slasher fun. The dreamlike sequences add a unique flair, and while the story borrows heavily from Halloween, it still manages to carve out its own identity. It's campy, it's low budget, and it's the perfect movie for a nostalgic horror binge. That's a wrap. I hope you found some new titles to add to your watch list. Let me know which of these you've seen or are planning to check out in the comments. And if you're hungry for more hidden horror gems, don't worry, I've got plenty more where these came from. Stay tuned for my upcoming holiday special, where I'll dive into festive slashers like New Year's Evil. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay updated. Until next time, stay spooky, my friends.